I can't go any further.
We can't stop here.
Why not?
It's too bleak.
I don't care.
It's freezing here.
Every place we go might just be worse.
This place looks familiar.
This place looks even less familiar than every other unfamiliar places we've been.
We must be someplace, Scott.
We've been to 14,000 some places, Jean. I think we finally arrived at no place.
I've never felt so lost.
Maybe we are in South No Place or No Place Heights.
You're not helping.
So, even when I try, you don't appreciate it.
Well, maybe if you tried harder, we wouldn't be lost.
Jean, we've been lost since we've got married.
I think we took a wrong turn after our honeymoon.
That's because you refuse to linger in newlywed bliss.
I think if we had headed straight towards parenthood,
Jean?
it would have been so easy to get to.
But impossible to get out of.
Scott?
I just want to visit some other places first.
You keep wanting to steer us back to Partyland.
And we would have gotten there if you didn't turn us off at biological clock world.
I just found it more real than extended adolescenceville.
I would have been glad to settle down at the intersection of love and lust. But no, you had to drag us to Responsibility Gulch.
It was a nice gulch.
It was a ravine with a dead end.
Having children is not a dead end.
I'm just not there yet.
Well, I can't stay here. It's too cold.
Maybe we should just admit that we'll never find a place we both like.
Do you think that's true?
All I know for sure is I'm tired.
Well, I'm going to look around and see if there is a way out.
I'm going to sit here and see if there's a way in.
Good luck.
What the?
You're not a penguin.
No! I'm a person.
Person? Oh yeah, I've heard about your kind. You'll eat anything, won't you?
I don't eat penguins.
Prove it! Show me your teeth. No feathers? Okay, I'll trust you.
Thanks.
You go near my wife or kids, I bet you both out!
Okay.
People, ever heard of creating a species whose genitals make such easy targets?
We have opposable thumbs.
Oh, I'm impressed. So, what are you doing in Antarctica?
I'm in Antarctica.
Didn't you notice how cold it is?
Oh, I thought it was a chill in the marriage.
Problems with the little hen?
Yeah. Are you married?
Of course. Most penguins made for life.
And the others?
They just stand around and occasionally scream at the sky.
Oh.
And humans?
Well, we are supposed to mate for life.
But,
Some of us get married too early.
oh, I'm glad I waited till I was 8.
You get married at 8?
I know! My dad used to say,
You're 7.5, when are you going to settle down?
I wasn't ready. I was still having too much fun sliding down ice hills on my belly.
I remember days like that.
And then one day, I waddled past her and suddenly there was more to life than just belly sliding.
When I walked past my wife, I thought, what a fox.
Oh, you have an interspecies relationship?
No! No! She just has some qualities of a fox.
Is she furry?
No!
I'm confused. I've never looked at a penguin and thought, what a sea lion! This may sound odd to you, but what I look for in a penguin is a penguin. Tight feathers, webbed feet, and, well, when I met her, I grabbed the first one I could find and placed it at her feet.
Why?
How else can I show her that I'm capable of building a good stone nest for our chicks? I gave her lots of stones.
Oh.
Well, how did you impress your hen?
I gave her one stone.
Like a boulder.
It was smaller than a pebble.
You must live in a very barren terrain.
Only since we got married. You two fight.
We have the occasional squawk.
We squawk constant. Constant.
Friendly flipper. What's there to squawk about so often?
Well, sex for one thing.
Oh, yeah.
You know, at the beginning, it was so adventurous and frequent.
Yeah.
No, you know how it gets.
Well, not to brag, but sex with my wife is as good as ever.
And frequency?
Every single year.
You have sex once a year?
All penguins do.
You have sex with your wife once a year?
And she's always in the mood.
I'm glad.
Once, it lasted 40 seconds.
More power to you.
I remember one day, we were going at it, feather to feather. I hope I'm not being too graphic.
I can handle it.
And when we finished, I bowed to her, and she bowed to me. And we just stood next to each other. It was dusk, and some of the clouds had soft pink edges. And we just stood next to each other for hours. Nothing needed to be said. Nothing needed to be done. It was just a moment that didn't need to be filled with anything beyond existing.
Really?
And a few months later, we had our first pair of chicks. You have chicks?
No. How many do you have?
10.
10 kids? That's a responsibility.
Oh, that's why I'm not having 12. I love coming home after swimming for food all day, being on the beach with a belly full of krill, and having the youngest pair chase after me. Feed me, they yell, and I keep running from them yelling, go away, feed me, go away, feed me, go away. Oh! And then, finally, I let them catch me, and I tick my head up and go, and I open my beak wide, and they stick the little beaks in my mouth and eat regurgitated krill, and I keep eating until they waddle away, happy and full. It's great.
Oh, I never thought it was so satisfying regurgitating.
Every day, my wife and I, we swim for krill, come home and throw up for the kids.
And you like doing this?
Of course,
Why?
because I'm a penguin. And that's what penguins do. And what do people do?
Well, depends on the person.
Sounds complicated.
You know, we people don't just live by instincts like you guys. We have a most developed brains, and we can determine what we want to do with our life by thinking it through and deciding what we want.
And are people happy?
Not in the least.
Well, don't feel too bad, you're only human.
I have opposable sons.
Oh, I better not keep the family waiting. I got a belly full of krill and I'm sure babies want papa. Friendly flipper?
Friendly flipper.
Oh! Take it. It's not fancy, but it's solid. Give it to your wife.
Thanks.
And make sure you always leave time for belly sliding.
every place I looked was cold and bleak.
Ah.
But I realized something.
What?
If I'm going to be somewhere cold and bleak, I'd rather be there with you.
I feel the same way.
Scott, remember a couple of months ago when we landed on an island of calm?
And we felt a warm gust of face.
And so we threw caution to the wind?
Yeah?
I'm pregnant. Scott? Scott.
Oh, I feel like throwing up.
Oh God, I knew you'd be upset.
No. It's a good thing.
You know, usually it's the woman who gets nauseated.
Depends on the species.
Sometimes I have no idea what you're talking about.
Here.
Well, gee, thanks.
Oh, this one is good too.
Scott,
This one looks great.
what are you doing?
This one is great. I love you.
Yeah, I love you too, but
And this one? That's comfy.
What strange birds they are.